it's important to know. That's why I said, like, in theory, Trump could be prosecuted. Like, that wasn't the end of it. It was really the immunity decision plus the election of Trump, the re-election of Trump. That's what really killed any sort of prosecution against him, because the Supreme Court didn't say you can't prosecute Trump at all, or that all of these charges have to be dismissed. They dismissed some and said others need to go back and be re-examined under this rubric. But one of the charges they just flat out dismissed, because they said Trump was immune for it, was when he ordered his Justice Department to launch bullshit investigations into, like election fraud or whatever, like just stuff that they knew it was totally fraudulent, fake elections. And the logic was, he's the president, it's the Justice Department, it's an official act for the president to give orders or correspond with the Justice Department. And even if it's for a fraudulent, bullshit, validless reason, it's still an official act, so you got to let it go. Okay? And every sane person was like, well, that's fucking stupid, because what was the iconic hypothetical to come out of that case? Well, could the president order SEAL Team 6 to assassinate his political rivals? And of course, you had immunity defenders go, no, of course not, because murder's not, a core power of the president. And it's like, no, follow the logic. The court said the president communicating with the Justice Department is immune because that's what he does. He just communicates with the Justice Department. It's his right. You can't probe what his intent was or what the purpose was. Well, what else does the president do? Fucking communicates with the military. He's the commander-in-chief of the United States military. The Justice Department isn't even in the Constitution. It's created by federal statute after the Constitution was ratified. The military, that is a constitutional construction. The U.S. Army, the U.S. Navy, these things are mentioned in the text of the Constitution. So, yeah, sure sounds like the president could give an order to murder his political rivals, and it would be just fine. It doesn't matter if it's for a nefarious purpose.
Isn't one of these... So if you're taking it to the Hutch debate, doesn't that mean that...
it's
by that
constitutional.
logic, well, but by that logic, defying the Supreme Court to keep Trump in jail would be, really bad civil war and breaking the norms and breaking liberalism or whatever. But Biden drone striking Trump, if he does it as an official act, is completely within the boundaries. It's within the boundaries, yeah.
I mean, let me put it to you like this. It's within the articulable boundaries established by this decision. Now, if you read the decision, the majority, written by Chief Justice Roberts, he shit talks the hypotheticals. He's like, he even says the word hysterical. He's like, the minority, the dissent is being hysterical. But the thing is, he never explains why. It would be so easy to say, here's why the minority is hysterical. In the event that a president were to order the murder of his political rivals for X, Y, and Z reasons, of course it would not be immune. You could go after him and get the death penalty. Of course we would never immunize that. Instead, what he does is just talk shit about it, never addresses it, and creates the very circumstances that plausibly give
to allow it
immunity. Right. And so...
Why not clarify and restrict it?
100%. But the reason they can't do it is because there's no cogent way to reconcile these two things. You cannot simultaneously say that the president can give bullshit orders to his Justice Department. It doesn't matter that they're bullshit orders, because the president giving any orders at all to the Justice Department is a core, absolutely immune constitutional power. And at the same time say the president giving bullshit orders to the military is not absolutely immune, when, again, that the president being the commander-in-chief of the military, that is explicitly written into the text of the Constitution. So the logic serves the SEAL Team 6 assassination example even better than the Justice Department example. And the best I've ever heard, there are two arguments I hear from conservative lawyers like Ryan McNally and then a guy from the Federalist Society, the Heritage Foundation, Josh Blackman. There are two arguments I get are, well, you know what? In that sort of hypothetical, yes, the president would be absolutely immune if they gave an order to murder their political rivals. However, we wouldn't have to worry about that because that immunity doesn't go to the officers under him. So if he gave an order to some sort of random fucking sergeant out there to go kill whoever the Democratic nominee is going to be in 2028, that immunity doesn't apply to them, and so they won't obey. Now, even if that's true, what is the obvious counter to that? They could fucking pardon him. Yes,
Yeah.
you stupid son of a
What is
bitch.
a pardon?
Yes, of course. Precisely. And then the other argument I hear is, and this is from Ryan, is, well, I don't think he could give an order to murder his political rivals. I don't think it would be immune because, Congress also has authority over the military. It's not just the president. Congress also, they set the Uniform Military Code of Justice and all these other things. Okay. But you know who Congress also has authority over? The fucking Justice Department. They created the Justice Department. They can regulate the Justice Department. And the Supreme Court already said it doesn't matter. When it comes to giving orders, the president can order the Justice Department to do whatever, and it's absolutely immune. So there's no good counter argument to the SEAL Team 6 example that I've ever seen. None.
Yeah. And I want to add on to that because I think it wraps back to my first point. If we were to ask Hutch, if Hutch maintained the words he spoke, I mean, I would have to ask him about the meaning he meant. But he says it has to be constitutional to be liberal, right? I don't think Hutch would be okay with killing Donald Trump in a drone strike, even if it was constitutional. So there must be something, because it would be constitutional, but it'd be illiberal. So there must be something that we appeal to higher than the Constitution, which must be liberalism.
I think you're getting very hung up on him saying liberalism in that way. I don't think he actually means liberalism equals the U.S. system, including the norms. Yeah, I think he was just saying that because it was just like hardwired at that point.
Yeah, but I think it would give him clarity if he got that difference more understood, or maybe that's a rude thing to say.
Maybe.